Welcome to Northwest Lifestyle Magazine. I'm your host, Patricia. Our mission is to seek out people, places, and businesses that you need to know about and bring them to you in a very personal way. Joining me today is Cheryl Hubbell of Cobalt Mortgage. Cheryl is more than a mortgage broker. She's a certified mortgage planner with the goal to get you the loan that is perfectly tailored for your circumstances and your goals. Cheryl also works in the collaborative area as part of the team helping divorcing couples sell their current home and buy their next one. Let me introduce you to Cheryl now. Welcome, Cheryl.
Thank you.
So, Cheryl, you are a mortgage person. You have a designation of a certified mortgage planner. And what does that mean? Why is that different, and what makes you special?
A mortgage planner basically has additional training in regards to other aspects of finance, a little bit of tax information, tax background, a little bit of long-term planning, rates of return, things like that. So we have a little bit more knowledge than a typical mortgage banker, broker, correspondent, but we don't have the experience of a financial planner that's gone through a really thorough certification securities training process. So we work with a lot of financial planners, divorce financial analysts, CPAs, things like that in regards to their clients' long-term needs, and incorporate a lot of the mortgage part of it, the mortgage planning, long-term goals, into what their financial planners, CPA, divorce financial analyst is also trying to accomplish for them.
So in my real estate business, we work with a mortgage person often, and we've done business together for our clients. And it's more about, it's a lot more than just what the rate of the loan is.
Oh, for sure.
And in the current financial market, when you need to do more than fog a mirror to get a loan, one of the great advantages is that where you are at Cobalt, you have the access to the underwriters so that you can help really pre-qualify somebody. Now, explain to somebody who's thinking about getting a mortgage why that's so important.
I consider it the difference between pre-qualifying and pre-approving. A true pre-approval means that someone's credit, income, assets has been reviewed, analyzed, so that we can really provide the documentation to back up the financial information that's been provided initially. So the underwriters on staff, because Cobalt is a privately held mortgage banker, we can adjust to the market and the economics and the environment. So we're hiring faster, and we can also accommodate more quickly when the market changes and drops off like it did in the last few years. But having an underwriter on staff means that I can actually take a complicated situation, a complicated set of financial returns, whether it be personal returns, business returns, LLCs. All of these can incorporate into a person's financial information and package, and have that reviewed in advance so that I know what exactly it is that we're using for income, how that income is going to be documented, and what we need to do in advance to make sure that that loan can go together, and I can know that before they make an offer on a house, so that you are not running around looking for a property that they can't afford or a document to close.
Yes, because when people look for a house that they think they want, and they get all excited, and then they don't qualify for the loan, it makes the listing agent upset, it makes the buyer upset, everybody gets upset. So if we can get everybody on this right page, and there's always going to be surprises.
There's always surprises, but you can eliminate a lot of them. By pre-planning, you can find out what the challenges are in advance, and you can figure out what you need to do to deal with those ahead of time, so that you can reduce the amount of frustration and the amount of stress, the amount of aggravation when you get close to closing. When somebody's close to closing and they've hired a moving van, they've got everything lined up. They got utilities going in, they've sold their house, they may have a rental behind it. So last minute changes and last minute documentation when they've already got stuff in a box can be incredibly stressful for people.
Now, one thing that I do want to cover a little bit is the divorce planning. So when a couple is going to split up, there's a huge financial implication, and sometimes there's a house to sell. So just give us a really brief indication of what you can do to help them.
Okay, so the divorce planning is a little bit different, because what happens is during a divorce, there's a filing that takes place that becomes recorded in the county that's a public record. As soon as you have a public record file, it is a pending dispute. If there's a pending dispute, title insurance companies no longer will insure, and lenders no longer will underwrite or approve loans because they don't know what the terms of the settlement are. So oftentimes, if we can consult with people and work with them prior to the filing, we can give them ideas, we can provide options, recommendations for what their financials may look like, they come with ideas, they come with goals. Our job is to see if what their goals are can be matched from a financial standpoint, guidelines, rules that are used to underwrite them, and whether or not what their goals are and what their proposed settlement might be are going to work to help them finance or move or obtain their housing that they need to operate two separate households. If they've already done the settlement agreement, the terms are already written. And oftentimes it can be too late.
Yeah,
it may not work. Right,
terrific.
Exactly.
So we need to get people to you early and often, right?
Early for sure, and often's always good.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Cheryl. I think everybody's really learned a lot about what you do.
You're welcome.
Hope you've enjoyed getting to know Cheryl Hubbell of Cobalt Mortgage. Cheryl will help you get the loan that not only will help you get the house that you want, but it will also fit into your long and short-term financial needs. Thanks for watching this edition of Northwest Lifestyle Magazine. Keep watching for new resources that will make your life and lifestyle better. And follow us on Facebook at Northwest Lifestyle Magazine. Hope to see you again soon.